Charlene's door. You can find Charlene's Diner on Facebook, too. Stop in and join the family for breakfast or lunch today.
I'm Charlene. Come to Charlene's Diner and order what you want and eat what you get.
Here's a look at your local news headlines on SNSN. Foxwoods and the state of Connecticut. The Norwich Police Department is currently investigating a scam in which a male subject is calling random people, identifying themselves as Lieutenant John Perry of the Norwich Police Department. The scammer is leaving voicemails for people to call them back. Upon calling back, the citizens are reaching a voicemail stating, "You have reached the confidential voicemail of Lieutenant John Perry of the Norwich Police Department. If you need immediate assistance, please call 911. If not, leave a message." The male's voice has a distinct Southern accent. While investigating the number of 860-650-4200, the number was shut down and rejected. The Norwich Police, specifically Lieutenant Perry, reminds the public that no police officer will ever ask for payment of any kind. No personal or payment information should ever be given via telephone. If at any time you receive a similar call or voicemail, contact the Norwich Police Department at 860-886-5561 to verify its source. There was a little bit of excitement on Ashland Street on Sunday in the borough. A male subject just next to Ashland Manor started screaming obscenities and yelling at people in what he was saying was his house, telling them that he was going to kill them. State police arrived on the scene and eventually cooled the man down and did defuse the situation. No one was arrested during the incident. Checking town meetings for tonight. In Griswold, there is a Board of Education meeting, and tomorrow there is a Board of Selectmen meeting. The information on how to join either of these meetings you can find on griswold-ct.org. In Plainfield tonight, there is a Board of Selectmen meeting, and that'll be at 7 p.m. And the Board of Selectmen in Lisbon will meet tonight as well, that also at 7 p.m. Both the Griswold boys and girls lost in the ECC quarterfinals over the weekend. The boys lost to Windham and the girls lost to Plainfield. The Plainfield boys did continue on with their winning ways as they defeated Lyman Memorial and will move to the semifinals to face number 1 seeded Woodstock Academy. SNSN will have Griswold basketball seniors in studio this coming Thursday morning.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
We are the future. Griswold Parks and Rec is a parent's one-stop source for all things fun. Town events, sports, fitness, and enrichment for all ages. We love our residents. Let us prove it. Go to griswoldrec.org.
Hi, this is Alan Gear. You may know me as Mr. Jewett City. I want to tell you about my experience with our local eye doctor, Dr. Joel Zuckerbrun. I recently had cataract surgery, and I was told that I needed new glasses. I didn't know what to do because the problem was this was right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. Where the heck was I going to get glasses? I checked places that make glasses. I looked online, and what I found was my solution was practically in my own backyard. So I called Dr. Z, as most people know him. His office is right on North Main Street, right here in the borough of Jewett City. I went to my appointment and had my glasses faster than I would have thought possible. Call Dr. Zuckerbrun at 376-2848. I trust Dr. Z with my eyesight, and you should too. Make an appointment today.
Don't just wish for a winning deal. Make it dish. It will make it real. Don't just wish. Make make it Dish.
Hey everyone, this is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors. We're back better than ever with our new sales and service center on Route 32 in North Franklin. Everyone says there's nothing better than dealing with the dishes, and here's why. Selection. We have the area's largest inventory of off-lease, one-owner vehicles of all makes and models. You name it, we got it, or I'll get it for you at no additional charge. Quality. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 120-point safety and quality check. Nothing leaves the lot without my personal approval. Convenience. We have financing sources for almost any situation. We offer on-site registration processing, and we have maintenance programs for years of stress-free ownership. And now open for all your maintenance needs. Our full-service repair facility, where oil changes start at just $19.99. Call today for your appointment or just stop by. So save thousands and deal with the dishes. Route 32, North Franklin. Or check us out online at dishfranklin.com or ring us 860-383-4750.
Make it Dish.
It's just music in the morning.
Rock you grew up. The streaming news and sports network.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the show here at SNSN. What's going on, Lisa?
Good morning. Not much.
Hey! So, a really cool show before you this morning. We had
near-death experience.
Near-death experiences. Yeah. Wow, it was really cool. Had a gentleman from Florida named Randy, and a gentleman from California.
Oh, wow.
Named Darren.
Nice.
Very cool. Both totally different experiences. Just completely different.
Now, I was trying to listen to it, of course, between phone calls and text messages. Were there near-death experiences when they were an adult or
they were
child?
very recent.
Oh,
Matter of
really?
fact, Darren's was 5 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And Randy was a year ago, I guess, today. So, and again, the experience between the two were very, very different.
Yeah,
different outcomes. Well, I mean, I should say the final result was pretty much the same, but
and it makes
but the experience themselves were completely different.
Yep,
completely different. So anyway,
I'll have to listen to the full thing.
It's available.
After.
Yeah, you can watch it up on our YouTube page, SNSN Radio, on our YouTube channel. Check it out, along with a lot of our programming. So check. It's a lot of fun stuff up there. Yeah, whatever.
Hey, I was listening to one of your things and I just couldn't anymore, but we've already talked about that.
Which one was that?
I'm not going to bring it out there.
No, I want to know. Is it that bad?
Well, no, I already talked to you about it, and remember I came to you, I'm like, it's complete bullshit.
Well, all right, what was it then? I forget. All right.
I'll tell you later.
Oh.
Now you get it, right? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Shut up. But I mean, but anyway, but I believe in these things.
Oh yeah.
So
the whole near-death experience is true, and and it's kind of funny because that's usually when people's awakening happens to the spirit world, because they actually crossed over that veil that they taught, that everybody sees. And sometimes that they don't know how to handle that. So, the two gentlemen that had the near-death experiences, they actually might come in contact more with spirit energies and stuff like that now.
Right.
So.
All right. So it is Psychic Tuesday. We do this every Tuesday at 9 a.m. With Lisa Susie from Crystal Visions from here in the borough of Jewett City. She has her shop called Crystal Visions, which you can find on the web. Is that your phone?
No, it's my watch.
Your watch.
It's telling me that I need to breathe, so I must
not
be breathing. Maybe.
Wow. Maybe you're having an NDE right now.
Right? Yeah, it's telling me breathe. Every minute of
if you're having an
helps.
NDE and you're seeing me, that's not a good sign.
No, it's not.
So anyway, from Crystal Visions, you can find her on the web, crystalvisions.biz. And remember, any psychic reading or anything that we do or Lisa does on this show is for entertainment purposes only. So just so you know.
And if they check out our website, and if they see product that they like, right now I'm doing 30% off of any online orders of product. Yes. It's spring fling, baby.
All right. We already got our first good morning from Melanie. Good morning, Melanie.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. Now, if anybody has any questions that they want to talk to Lisa, about, you can call us at 860-591-1054. That's 860-591-1054. Let me see if I can find something here. I can put this up on the bottom so people can always see.
And I did bring
phone
tarot
number.
cards too. So
You
I can,
did?
yeah. So I can do some tarot readings, flip a couple cards for people as well. If they're looking for guidance, like if they should do something or not do something,
Okay.
then I can flip some cards and see what that says.
Because our tarot card reader is not here today as she's getting some medical attention.
She is, yep.
And Dawn, well, we have no idea what the hell's happened to Dawn. We have no idea. So she's not here either. So
Hey, I'm usually the one that's always here. So
you're the one.
yep.
So the phone number is on the bottom of the page. You can see it scrolling across the screen. 860-591-1054. We always stress that if you do have any questions, to call. Don't just plop them in the Facebook group or the YouTube group, or as a chat, because well why don't you explain what the difference is? It's probably better coming from you.
It's just easier to connect with the energy because so if I was to open it up to people that like in general, like just open myself up, I never know who's going to come through. So I kind of like try to keep it blocked out until I connect with someone's energy, and then it actually helps pick up, connect to that person's energy easier, if that makes sense.
So as soon as you describe that, Melanie says, "Can you flip a card for me?" I ain't calling, in other words. So
well, if she has a certain question, like just one in general question, I can flip a card for her and let her know what the cards show.
That's why, Melanie, it's better to call. I'll wait. You better call before somebody else does. It's weird. Some weeks our phones are crazy. Some weeks they're not.
Yeah. I do know I've been getting like a lot of people calling or coming and asking me about Reiki energy healing and learning how to do Reiki. So I think a lot of people are getting more in tuned with energy healing and working with spirit energy. So and they can pretty much do my course anytime. They just have to sign up.
Here's the other thing too, when between calling and just dropping a text in the room, is that you can't really get away with being a keyboard warrior with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're really interested and you really want to know, you want the best possible connection.
Yeah. Unless, of course, let's say someone's at work and they're watching and they can't call because they get in trouble for work. I understand that. But it is definitely a lot easier to connect with that energy if you do call.
Yeah. So Melanie says, can you flip a card for me? But so you want to flip a card and who knows what you're going to get?
Yeah, because there's no certain question.
There's no connection. So
yeah, so I'm like, okay, what am I going to look for?
And she hasn't responded to any of your statements. So, and the card is.
All right, so it's the Hangman. So it basically says that for
the
her,
hangman?
the Hangsman.
Means she hung up.
She's keeping herself tied up, like she's doing it to herself because she can actually free the reins of whatever's going on. She has a lot of ideas and knows what she needs to do, but she basically is being stagnant on it. So that would be the card for her, because she said a card. So
there you go.
That is a card. You got to release the bindings and take the steps forward that need to happen in order for things to happen.
You flipped the card for me once and it was the Ace of Spades. Man.
No, there's no spades.
Oh.
Wrong deck, honey. Wrong deck.
All right, flip a card for me.
All right.
Oh, Jesus. Let's see what happens. What do you get?
Ooh, the Star. Everything about you is like a mystery.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, like things around you. And that could be why like a lot of people have problems picking up your mom in the spirit world, because it's a mystery. Like, what is she doing? Like
Yeah, nobody
you
knows
know,
what she's doing.
so it's more or less. And it could also explain your fascination with like, because you believe in aliens, you believe
Sure.
in like other planets. So it
Time
explains
travel.
that
Yeah.
this card explains it all, because the universe is completely at your hands, basically. You're like space, the whole star thing, like, if that makes a whole lot
It
of sense.
does.
So
It does make sense to
yeah.
me, because I'm into the whole everything that you said, like in parallel
Yeah.
universes and
And it just says it because you're always like dipping your feet, so to speak, in different things. So, but everything else is a mystery to you.
yeah, the things that I really want to know, things that are close, 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 close.
Yep, they're all mysteries.
Yeah.
See ya.
All right. Thank you very much. Good night. So, what else has been going on?
Not
What's
a whole
going
lot.
on
I'm
at the shop?
very excited. Spring is here. Well, at the shop we're doing a tarot card class. That's Tina's doing. She has 4 students that actually was supposed to start last week,
Yep.
but she's starting this week.
Right.
And yeah, just getting ready to do a psychic fair. So I'm putting that out there. And like I said, doing the 30% off online sale, because I'm trying to boost more of my website and stuff like that. Because it seems like people are always like now, so people are out and busy doing things. And like if they come in, oh, we missed you last week, you were closed. So order online. We can definitely ship it to
Sure.
you. We could do curbside pickup, so you drive by and say, hey, I'm here, and we run it out to you. So I'm trying to really produce like more business with the online sales.
I have a completely different experience when it comes time to utilizing a website.
Yeah.
What I have found is that people don't, for the most part, they don't travel off to a website. They just stay on whatever social media platform that they're on,
That they're on. Yeah.
whether it's Facebook or YouTube or Instagram.
But I have, so like,
They don't remember. They don't.
Exactly.
They don't think to go to, because you literally have to go to the website
Well,
physically.
through Facebook, and I believe I'm on Instagram. I'm not 100% sure. You just click my link to my website, so it is definitely that it's there. I also like the whole TikTok thing. Like, I have these young teenagers that are coming in and buying Moldavite, and I'm actually going to be doing a live this week about Moldavite, because it supposedly in TikTok it says it releases all negative things from your life. And that is not true. And Moldavite is a very, very high vibrational crystal. So, and if you're not ready for it, or like used to that vibrational level, because you know what I'm talking about, like the vibrations you got,
Right.
It can give you heart palpitations. It can actually cause people to have more stress and anxiety in their life, because it like does something to your energetic body versus your physical body, which actually leads to physical issues, if that makes sense. So yeah, so all these
Moldavite.
Yeah.
Why I've never seen anything like that on TikTok.
Yeah, Moldavite. Look it up on TikTok. It will show you all about it. I guess these young teenagers are coming in talking about Moldavite and do I have any? And then one thing is Moldavite. So a little piece, like probably this big, probably not even thicker than my pinky, runs about $35. So if you're getting anything like giant pieces on Amazon or Etsy, that is not expensive, then it's not Moldavite. It's usually either green tourmaline or it's actually plain green, just green glass.
Samantha says I can only wear mine in increments. So I guess if it does a whole bunch of that kind of stuff, why do people even use it to begin with?
Because they want that. They do want to work with it and get that higher vibrational level. So that way there, it is easier for you to communicate with spirits and stuff like that. So
Got it.
The piece that Sam actually has is a piece that she actually got from me. That was my personal, I had personally made for me. But it didn't it did nothing for me. So her piece is a giant piece. So, but I'm not worried about her wearing it with the increments that she does wear it, because she is developing and she knows what that can do. So I don't like selling Moldavite to people that don't know what it is or what it can do. And Moldavite's a tektite, so it comes from a meteorite.
Meteor, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it something to do with the chemical compound in Czechoslovakia that creates Moldavite. So
Got it. 860-591-1054. The same things happen every week.
yeah, the
Where
last minute.
we just kind of talk, and then all of a sudden the calls start coming in at around
9:40.
and then they keep coming and they keep coming. It's like, what happened? And you know what's funny is that even after the show, I think I've told you this before.
Yep, they call.
They still keep calling because
Yeah.
the show remains online, so people can join it. And they don't realize that it's not live anymore.
Yeah.
So it's
I get that a
been
lot with my
recorded.
my lives that I do
Yeah.
randomly. People will be like commenting, I'm like, and they'll be like, "Oh, can you pull a card for me or whatever?" I'm like, the live is over. I'm like out and about driving, so I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I can't."
What
Because
happened to Elaine?
Elaine is going through a little rough patch right now. I did reach out to her because I was concerned because I haven't heard from her.
Me either. Usually she pops
Yep.
into our lives, and she will go ahead and correspond
Yep.
back and forth, and all of a sudden she's gone.
She has she's very one that has seasonal depression, but on top of that, it's the anniversary of her husband's passing.
Oh, okay.
So the other day, um so she'll be back around. I reached out to her because I haven't seen her. Like, she usually comes up and sees me at least every other Friday when she's off, and I didn't hear from her. So I actually reached out and I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And she did get back to me and let me know what's going on.
Pretty soon, it'll be the return of Speed Racer.
I know. She's got to get back on board.
Where is Speed Racer? Where did she go? Okay, the phone number, whatever, it's on the board. It's up on the screen, 860-591-1054. Don't be shy. I know people just want to text and they want to hide underneath their desks.
I know you have experience with the spirit world and stuff like that. Question for you: have you been seeing the shadow people, but more up in your face versus
No.
see, I've been seeing.
No.
I turn in I'm getting images right in front of my face, almost like they're something to do with their energy. They're actually able to get closer to my energetic field, if that makes sense, which is kind of scary.
You know what I get a lot? It's not so much shadow people, but it's almost like interdimensional kind of stuff. So, for example, if I'm out walking, and this happens specifically right around the old Aramoni's Bakery.
Yep.
And I don't know why, but it does. And I'm walking one day, and I had somebody with me, who also, has, some sensory,
Yep.
Openings themselves. And it was very, very clear. And all we could see were men and women walking, and they were maybe elevated about maybe a foot
Okay.
other than us. And I saw a lady with a Sunday bonnet, the long flowing dress,
Yeah.
kind of like it felt like 1920.
So it was 1920. So
Right
parallel
around there.
dimensions. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I looked at Dane. I said, "Did you see that?" And he said, "Yeah." And it was just like a whole bunch of people.
So it's kind of what I'm experiencing, but it's right in front of your face, right? It's not out of the corner of your eye that you're seeing.
No. It was in front of me.
Yeah.
We watched because we both kind of turned our head at the same time, and we could see people walking back, behind us, walking
Yeah.
next to us, but you couldn't actually reach out and touch them or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was like it was almost like an interdimensional kind of time travel. Does that sound weird?
No,
Yes.
it does, but no, it doesn't, because that's what it's all about. It's like the realms are actually running parallel with each other, and that's what I'm like saying. Like, so I see them as like they haven't fully formed to me. So, but I turn and they're like right here in my face, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I, take a step back. So I believe that it's like things are running like really close together.
See, exactly. See,
Yeah.
now I don't believe that. Like, have you heard you've heard the old saying, heaven on earth, right?
Yeah.
See, I think like heaven and those dimensions or whatever it is,
I think it's whatever
it's
you
all
want
right
it.
here.
Yeah,
It's
it's whatever
all-
you make it,
yeah.
whatever you want it to be.
And they're just at different levels.
Vibrational levels. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's not like you look up into the sky. I feel that it's not like you look up into the sky and there's Jupiter. Oh yeah, there's heaven to the left of it.
Yeah.
I think it's all right
they're
here.
all different realms. So it's like vibrate. So like,
And I feel that if you see it, it's because you're accepting to see it.
say it. Yes. Most
You know?
definitely. Most definitely.
So I'm also one of those guys too that believes that time is not linear. I don't believe,
Yeah.
I think it's a human thing, where we watch the clock, we watch the Gregorian,
Mhm.
calendar, or the Roman calendar, or whatever it is you follow. But I'm not one of those that sits here and says, oh yeah, it's 2:00, it's 3:00. I really honestly believe that everything has happened or is happening at the same time.
Yeah.
It's all at once. Does that make sense?
It does. I
It's-
get it.
It's like deja vu.
Hmm.
It's like, how did you get that feeling? Because it probably just happened
Yeah, just in another level.
in another dimension or
Yep.
something
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
And I just think, I know they're thinking Minarsky's cracked. No, this is just something that I've always believed in. And here's the thing: is that if it does exist at all, then it always has existed.
Oh, most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Most
So-
definitely, since like the beginning of time.
There's matter of fact,
Which brings me to a very interesting thing.
are you going to talk about the interdimensional stuff?
No, I'm going to talk about what comes first, the chicken or the egg.
Oh, okay. Well, there's some there's some studies out there right now. Literally NASA studies
Mhm.
that say that we are that close to traveling interdimensionally
Mhm.
into a fourth or fifth dimension.
Yep.
That's
I believe
mind
I
blowing.
believe the fifth dimension is definitely coming, and I believe that
Well, the
people-
fifth dimension was a great group in the 70s.
Okay. I think people need to be prepared for it.
What?
I think people need to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
So if you see like an average person that's walking down the street and seeing what you and Dane seen,
Yep.
okay, like they would think that they're losing their, and
Yep.
how would they react to that?
And most people will go ahead and react thinking you are nuts.
Yeah.
I think people
But
are
they have
afraid
to
of what they
be-
don't know.
Exactly. They have to be more accepting of it, that there's just different planes that are out there, or levels, or like you call them, dimensions.
Yeah.
So when we're done with this dimension here where we're in, then we have the abilities to continue on to another dimension. And
Correct.
whatever we choose to do at that point, that's our choice.
Yeah.
Okay. If we want to come back and be reborn into like, something else, and that's our choice. That's what we chose to do. So
I think you can either move on or come back.
yeah, and I think that what happens is with people that have the deja vu, or anything else, or if they have a lot of issues in this life, it's because they brought it over from a
Mhm.
previous life, from a previous dimension. They're bringing that. Oh, I must have did this before, And a lot of times it happens with people you meet. So like, if you are, some people like invite toxic people into their lives. That's because that's what they were used to in a previous
Right.
life, and that carries over to this life, and it will continue the process over and over and over again until they put a stop to it and say enough's enough.
And I find that people, when they come back, the stories that I've heard, they always come back around the same people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, because
in
they're soul
different
connected.
forms.
Yep,
You
they're
know,
soul connected. Yep.
you know. So in another life, Lisa,
Mm-hmm.
you and I could have been lovers,
Oh, okay.
and I could have been the female, and you could have been the male.
Right? I could see that.
You know,
Yeah. I definitely was a male in a past life.
we could have
Probably
been
a couple of them.
lovers. She's like, shut up,
Mm.
lovers.
So you gotta stop. I'm trying to drink my coffee here, you know.
I gotta be honest with you. If I was if I had a previous life as a woman, I'd have been the biggest hoe I've ever known.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
it's-
believe it.
I'd have been a hoe
Yep.
to the 10th degree, man. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I've been a little chunky chick, you know, just thinking, hey boys.
You'd have to have car air fresheners to air and stuff out.
Oh God.
Just putting that out there.
I'm telling you, I would. Because you know there are women out there going, I wish I'd come back as a man and I'd be a hoe.
Yeah.
I know I was a hoe.
Yep.
I was a hoe.
I wonder if I would have. See, I would have. I wonder what it would be like to be an animal. I used to say all the time, I wish I was a fly on the wall. No, I don't. I never wish that anymore. So.
Yeah, that doesn't last long.
Yeah. No.
3 days. Squash.
Yeah. But it'd be interesting, like what you see and what you hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I always wanted to come back as a puppy, but not like the Sarah McLachlan kind of puppies. You know, I mean, you know, and all of a sudden here, in the arms of an angel. I got 3 legs. You know, no, I see that commercial. My whole freaking day is ruined. You know?
yeah.
You see these sad looking puppies, and you just want to adopt all of them.
My daughter Jessica, she cries every time that commercial comes on. And she's always been all about animals to the point where she actually donates to them or donated to them. She's gotten a blanket t-shirt. But like every time she can't even watch it because she literally will start bawling her eyes out watching that commercial.
Yeah, and coming up right after that is Marlo Thomas with the St. Jude commercial.
Right, yep.
And it's like, I can't take it.
And
You know?
now you're talking my mom's language. So
And then right
yeah.
after that, Titanic. And
Well, they do it
They're
purposely,
bawling your eyes
you know.
out.
Yeah.
"Ah,
At least you get it all out.
I
at once.
hate Lifetime. The Burning Beds with Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I
totally
remember
forgot about
watching that.
movie.
You
Yeah.
know, that's when that was like in the early 80s when like the whole movement, you know, the Gloria Steinem, you know,
Yep.
I'm gonna kick men's asses
Yep.
kind of thing.
I just watched a series, The Missing. It was a pretty good movie. Like it was sad, but it was about a child abduction
Oh, man.
and stuff like that. But it talks about like this guy that was actually put up like a lot of money ended up being he didn't abduct the guy's child, but he ended up being a pedophile and was part of the child sex trafficking ring. So it was like crazy, like the loops and turns and everything else and how people like give up. Like this guy did not give up for 8 years looking for his son, you know? So, but everybody else, the police, like, you know, and everybody changed from being so nice to this man to saying, oh no, you know, you're not welcome here anymore, you know? So it was like really sad, you know,
Yeah.
but it was good at the same time, if that makes sense.
You know, I understand, you know, as far as, you know, it being good entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, keeping you, you know, kind of engaged.
Because
and all,
it
but
was
it's
like-
it's a sad story,
Yeah,
just the same.
because of the fact that it's actually reality. It's how
Right,
people are
right.
today, you know. I think more people need to help other people out in any way, shape, form as they can, even if it's sending them like positive thoughts. Send positive thoughts for the day. Yep. Yep.
Oh, just $3 a day can save this puppy's life.
Right. And I hate the ones that their eyes are all sad and goopy.
I know.
Right? That's even worse, right? Because they're just looking at you and they tilt their heads.
Here's this little beagle. His name is Arlo.
Yeah.
Arlo doesn't have a home.
Arlo needs a home.
And you find out it's like $700 to adopt them.
Right?
You know?
Well, it's crazy because animals are so innocent. Like
Mhm.
they are really, really innocent. Like,
Sure.
you know, I have issues with my neighbor's dog next door.
Yeah.
Um,
Your neighbor's dog's not so innocent.
but the neighbor's dog is innocent because had they trained her right,
Sure.
she wouldn't be the way she is. You know, so I can't be pissed off at the dog. The people, however, is totally different. And
Yeah.
I would never hurt an animal anyway. A bunny rabbit ran out in front of me like months and months and months ago, and I couldn't stop. Like I hit the bunny
Yeah.
rabbit.
Oh.
I cried my eyes out for like 3 hours. I was like devastated that I hit this bunny rabbit.
By the way, we are taking calls. It's almost 9:40, by the way.
Yeah,
And, you know,
and
they're all
there you
going to come
go.
in like gangbusters. 860-591-1054. If you have any psychic questions you'd like to talk to Lisa about, we would love to hear you.
Oh, even cards. Don't forget, I got cards.
She's got cards.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I
Oh,
want
she's
to.
so excited.
I want to practice more on reading the tarot.
Yeah.
So, because then it tells me like, so when I connect to those that have passed, I'm talking to those that have passed. But I'd
Yeah.
like to be able to give a person an option. Do you want to know what's coming on for like a job interview? You know, because then my spirit guides I connect with cards and go from there.
Yeah.
So I don't actually have to talk to their loved ones to find out the information. So, if that makes sense.
You know, I mean, here's the other thing too: is maybe people don't want to talk to me, but just look at me and envision me as Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right. Maybe he'll call. I don't know.
Oh,
All right, now Jess says want to flip cards for me, but here's the thing.
oh, that's my daughter.
Call 860-591-1054. 860-591-1054 to connect that energy.
That's my daughter. She's on her way to work. She better be on her way to work.
Oh, so she's texting and driving.
No,
Okay.
she does it through her car. She does the whole voice thing. Yeah.
Oh.
She's the one that's pregnant with my twin grandsons.
Oh, I don't think I've met this daughter of yours.
You might not have.
I don't think so.
Yep, she's pregnant with twin boys. It'd be nice to have, twin boys.
Mhm. So we have somebody in the room from Sri Lanka.
Where's Sri Lanka?
It's in the Middle East. Where is Sri Lanka? What are some of the neighboring countries from Sri Lanka? The person's name is Madhu, Madhu.
So yeah.
So
Anyways,
well, Madhu wants a reading about a life partner, but that's all Madhu had said.
life partner. So someone that's looking for a life partner.
South Asia, South Indian area.
All
Okay.
right.
I'm assuming you mean South Indian Ocean. Is that what we're talking about? Madhu, no, I mean,
Let's see.
forgive me, but I can't tell by your profile picture because I'm not really looking at it. But are you male or female?
Well, the first thing that I'm actually seeing is that the almost like I don't know, like male or female. I'm assuming that
She's female.
yeah, I'm assuming that she's a female because it's coming through that the last relationship that she was in or had like really left her in a deep state of depression. Like her heart was broken. She thought it was actually going to be a lot better than what it was. But I get that this person was all about themselves. Very much always like battling, fighting, like things weren't the way that she had wanted it to be. And I get like the person that she's actually looking for. It's kind of funny because I get the star card that I got for you is out there, but it is going to be like a task or something to actually meet them. But they do come across with really, really good energy, very vibrant, exactly what she's looking for. In the time frame, I'm going to say that is going to be, middle of summer is when that will come into play.
Summer loving had me a blast.
And he is going to be someone that's not like greedy with his money, or it's going to be more of a two-way street where the last relationship she had was all about a one-way street.
She said, but I moved out now. I'm healed and looking for a new soul or a new one.
And it will come in, the middle to late summer. Because that's usually when the sunflowers bloom, correct? Middle summer?
I guess.
Yeah. So it's definitely coming in. Just, got to be a little bit patient for a few more months and you'll find him. I get more like he's going to find her, like it's going to be an accidental meeting, so to speak. Like kind of like bump into someone in a grocery store type thing.
It's funny you just said that. About how she's gonna meet, and she just put any sign to recognize him. In other words, how does he look? What does he look like? Do you have any
how does he look? Well, I'm getting he is a little bit on the bigger side. Like I'm not talking like he's not like a weightlifter, but he's not overly fat, but he's just like a very
chunky.
I wouldn't necessarily say chunky, but just a
beefy.
Yeah, a beefy person, but not muscular. Like not like weightlifting. Like he doesn't have like
beefy
muscles.
Chunky.
Okay.
Sounds like soup.
I see like a darker hair. And for some reason, I feel like I'm sitting down and I'm looking out the window. So he either, like I said, it's a chance meeting, either a restaurant, could be grocery store, but no, I'm getting
coffee shop.
More sitting down. Like I'm sitting down, so it's a meeting that happens in a public place.
She says fit person.
Yes, there you go, fit person, but not like thank you.
Okay, but enjoys cake.
Well, I don't get like they're like all crazy with the clean eating stuff. Like they like to go out and have fun. But they're fit.
Any facial hairs?
I'm not seeing any facial hair. But there's something about his eyelashes. Like he's got like extremely longer eyelashes than most men. Like for some reason his eyelashes are long, like very very prominent. Like you notice his eyes. Like his eyes stick out.
From Sri Lanka or outside of Sri Lanka?
Oh, now she's really getting. All right. Is he from Sri Lanka?
You keep doing it, Madhu. Just keep pegging this. Keep pegging her down. You got a full house there? What?
Yeah. This is for yes or no questions.
Oh.
So you go 13 cards, or until you get an ace, whichever comes first.
Got it.
Yes, actually, I do believe he is from Sri Lanka, if I'm pronouncing.
Sri Lanka.
Yeah, he is from there.
Because I don't want to miss him ever.
You'll know it when you see him. That without a doubt, it's just gonna like definitely.
See, I think
hit
this
you.
is one of those things that you don't miss.
Yeah, it's definitely
it's
because I'm getting it. It was like a soul contract. Like it's like almost like
It's time for him to show up.
Yes, exactly.
And it's time
she's
for
gonna
her
know
to show up with him.
Yes. and she's gonna know exactly who he is once she sees him. It's almost gonna be like waking up and seeing the first rise, morning sun. It's gonna be like that bright. It's gonna hit her like, yes.
How old are you, Madhu? How old are you? I'll find that out. So, yeah, I think those meetings are not by chance.
Yes.
I think that it's more by design.
Yep, exactly.
You
It's
know.
like a soul contract that they're supposed to take place.
And it's what the other thing I notice. Oh, hold on. My intuition says I get a daydream like he's with dark hair and businessman. She's 33.
Yeah, I seen the darker hair. And it could be like a business like event that they're at. I don't know. Like there's definitely like it's a public place. It's like I feel like I'm sitting down, I'm looking out a window, but I'm not too sure if I'm in a restaurant, like you said, a coffee house, or like in a business type meeting. And I do get that he's not gonna be so greedy with his funds when they get together like her past was. Like I'm getting with the ex-boyfriend, they it was all like she always had to like took care of everything. Like it was always he was too much of a miser, so to speak, and not very friendly.
And this new
So-
guy, the intuition that I get is he's going to be very fascinated with her lips.
Her lips.
Mhm.
Well, he's got gorgeous eyes, I can tell you that.
So
Like really gorgeous eyes.
Linda says I need a reading like this. Linda, you're local. You could call. Let's see. He comes to my intuitive dreams. She goes, "You're 100% true. It's horrible. I was the giver."
Yep. That's
But
what I
I'm
get.
curious though, Madhu. Do men go crazy cuckoo over your lips? She has an image in her head and everything, which again, that may go to
Mhm.
what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, it goes
Talking
to
about
the,
how things kind of happen all at
Yep.
the same time.
so
Instead of
she's
time being
probably
linear.
already met this person either in this life or in a past life, and she feels that connection.
Mhm.
Yep. It's a very good romance.
One thing I do notice though is when anybody ever gets a reading, like for example, it's like let's say I was reading you.
Mhm.
Now this is not
Oh,
actual,
read me, baby.
no. But
Let's see what you got.
you never really get anything or anything not favorable. Like, let's see, I'm getting well, you're a real conniver in life, aren't you?
No,
Nobody
I get,
really likes you.
I get that sometimes, and I tell
You
people
suck.
the only thing I will not tell people, like we've had how many calls of people said that their family loved one is in the hospital or whatever. I will not tell anybody when they're gonna die.
Yep.
Even if I do get an image of it, or even if I'm told of it, I will not tell them.
Well, if you don't show up on it for a Psychic Tuesday, I'll know.
You will know.
Oh, what you want to say? Madhu says he smiles a lot in an image. She gets the image in her head. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's a very good pick for her. Like I get that he comes across as like professional. Like
I don't see him being super wealthy. I see him being like somebody in business.
Well, I had
that has seen the struggles of business.
Yes, the King of Pentacles did come up, so it shows that someone that is financially stable, but he's also not afraid to share some of that financial responsibilities.
And I just said, and she just put out, she goes, and I see him as rich, but he is very sophisticated and responsible over money. He is not going out over my mind, and that's why he is not going.
He's not going out of her mind. That's why she came to us.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's definitely coming in. So like, if I had to say, I would say
June 10th.
I'm getting more July.
Don't listen to you.
I'm getting more July.
I Madhu, you didn't answer though about the thing. Do men? I just want to see. Do men or usually go crazy over your lips, or is it your
I think
lips?
she
that
did.
is-
It said, "Not mine. The man I see from my head. It's crazy."
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's what she's talking about is her lips. But I'd be
She
fascinated.
says
with this.
September. So
Oh, we'll see. I get more July, so maybe
Okay.
September before they get into the relationship. But I think she's going to meet him in July.
mhm.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Madhu, you got to keep in touch.
Yes, please do.
What time is it in Sri Lanka? It's 9:53 a.m. here. She says, "Not my lips. His smile is attractive." Okay.
Yeah, because she said that she sees him and she gets visions of him always smiling.
Yeah.
So
Is it like 6 in the afternoon, 6 in the evening in Sri Lanka right now?
I don't know the time zone
Or
difference.
8 in the evening? I think it's like 12 hours. My son had to go to he went to Dubai. And I remember talking to him, and it was at night, and it was just like the beginning of the day. In her daydream, she says it's September.
Oh, 7:23 p.m. over there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Hello, Sarav Gupta. Yeah, definitely, my dude. Keep it touch. Sarav doesn't have a profile. Oh, a card just slipped right out of the deck.
Several of them just flipped off the deck.
Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, let's see. We got a call. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's funny.
Hello. Wow.
It's a galactic call.
It's a galactic call. Your name is.
It's white noise.
All right. Well, anyway.
I was trying to listen to the white noise to see
Oh,
if
there
I
was
could
nothing
hear
there.
anything
There
in
was
there.
nothing there.
He's like, yeah, no.
Well, we were doing readings, but now it's time to go.
Time to go.
Time to go. Oh, that was Linda. Linda, try again. Madhu, please keep in touch. We want to. It was Linda. Linda, I don't know what was that noise, but try again.
That's funny.
That was weird. We thought it was an alien ship calling in.
White noise.
Let's see if she. Oh, yeah, let's see what happens here. Nope.
They don't want to talk.
Somebody's blocking you, Linda.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa. Mip, 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 mip.
That's white noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Did she have someone that recently passed, like within the
know.
past couple months?
I don't know. Do you have anybody that recently passed, Linda?
Or does she feel like she's has spirits around her?
I'm going to try to call it and see what happens here. No, you know what? It's not just her. It's something up with the line. Hello?
So what do you have going on?
No, it's the same thing.
No, like what would be causing?
I don't know.
That's all white noise. So there's an interference that's coming in.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll look into that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was, Linda. I have no idea. But it is time for us to wrap things up for this morning. Thank you, Lisa, for coming in.
You're welcome.
On Psychic Tuesday. All right, we'll we'll see you once again tomorrow morning. we will have in the wonderful and vivacious Paul Lash. And then let's see, Thursday we've got the Griswold High School senior basketball group, the senior group,
Nice.
because their season is now over. And then it's Joe, the return of Joe, time traveling Joe. He'll be in with us talking all kinds of time travel stuff right here on SNSN. See you on Wednesday morning.
Hi, I'm Harry, the Tooth Fairy. Or at least I used to be the Tooth Fairy. Business was great. Then people started discovering Griswold Dental. Dr. Norman Katzoff and his staff can do things to help you keep your teeth longer. It's enough to make an old Tooth Fairy cry. Griswold Dental.